Hi, my name is Derek Sheridan. I'm the owner of Rustbelt Basketball Coaches Network. We are new to the basketball coaching market. Our goal is to provide players and coaches with valid and highly useful materials and/or skills to reach their full potential. No BS, just solid, reliable, valid, organized, and easy to read or use products. These products were used by me and my coaching staffs over my 27-year career as a high school basketball coach. Additionally, they have been used by a lot of coaches at the college, high school, middle school, AAU, and youth basketball coaching levels. Our clients' feedback has been more than positive. We knew, or at least we had a pretty darn good idea, that the feedback would be good just because of the amount of success we had had using these products. I'm here to tell you they make a coach's life easier. I played high school basketball at Eastern Greentown High School, located in northern Indiana, for Coach Dwayne Kiesling, and was very fortunate to learn from such a great coach who is now one of my mentors. My college basketball days were played at the junior college level for 1 year in Ironwood, Michigan at Gogebic Community College, where I got to play for Hall of Fame coach Dennis Rutho. After my 1 year at Gogebic, I transferred to Huntington College, located in northern Indiana, and had a tremendous experience playing for Hall of Fame coach Steve Platt. Our court at Huntington College is now named after Coach Platt. And I think that'll give you a pretty good idea of the kind of mentoring and basketball education or basketball playing experience I had playing under Coach Kiesling, Coach Rutho, and Coach Steve Platt. Rustbelt Basketball Coaches Network is sponsored by RBS Activewear. We're currently in the market searching for a few other sponsors, and we'll get into that at a later date in more detail. RBN is currently staffed by 3 other basketball coaches. Matt Brighton, who is the head basketball coach at Delta High School, located in Northwest Ohio, and Coach Brighton is coming off of one of the better seasons Delta has had in a long, long time. It was such a great season that Matt was awarded Coach of the Year from District 7 Basketball Coaches Association. Adam Conrad is Matt's junior varsity coach, and Adam has coached both at the high school and university level. His last job at the university level was at Indiana Wesleyan University, located in Marion, Indiana. Matt and Adam are both teachers. Wayne Brooks has had a long, successful career as an assistant coach at the university level for a lot of big-time universities. And then he moved back home to Indiana, where he coached high school basketball for the remainder of his career. Wayne is currently retired, as am I, from coaching high school basketball. The reason I bring my staff up is when we had the idea of creating Rustbelt Basketball Coaches Network, I wanted to surround myself with coaches who are not only great people, but people who are teachers, and not only fantastic communicators with young people, but fantastic communicators with adults. You combine all their years of experience, and you combine everything they've been through in coaching, including myself, and we cover the gamut, from seasons where we had to rebuild, from good seasons, from seasons where we might not have had as much talent, but strived really hard to put our players in the best possible position for them to have some success. Now, according to each team, we define success a little bit differently, as we would in the classroom with our students. So I am very happy and very proud to have Wayne, Matt, and Adam working alongside of me for the Rustbelt Coaches Network. Why did we choose the name Rustbelt Basketball Coaches Network? Well, one, we're all basketball coaches. Two, we've lived primarily or coached primarily all in the Rust Belt. Now, does that mean we're not interested in helping people who do not live in the Rust Belt? No, absolutely not. As a matter of fact, we've helped coaches from overseas. But our home has always been here in the Rust Belt, hence Rust Belt Basketball Coaches Network. And we felt like that would give us sort of an identity in the way that we teach and handle our students or communicate with our coaches. Here in the Rust Belt, we have a wide array of different types of schools, as they probably do throughout the nation. Big schools, small schools, parochial schools, public schools, private academies. So in case anyone was wondering why we chose that name, it was just simply because that's where we're located and where we've done a vast amount of our coaching. I've had one coaching job, which was on the edge of the Rust Belt, but all my coaching jobs primarily were in the Rust Belt. We offer a wide array of services and products. Individual and team skill development sessions, fundamental skills, athletic training, strength training, consulting. We've consulted most recently with a high school coach in the state of Georgia who wanted to learn how we taught blocker mover offense, which I learned from Coach Dick Bennett, who was at the University of Wisconsin Green Bay when I began studying it, and then Coach moved on to the University of Wisconsin. We've also mentored coaches overseas in Serbia and have had great success and great experiences learning their customs and helping them mainly via electric communication or email or presentations we've created. I have traveled to Missouri, Springfield, Missouri, and conducted a week-long training session with Springfield Central Catholic's team where we taught them the basics and the fundamentals of the Princeton offense. And that was a twofold presentation in person where it was on the court, and we also presented presentations we had created on Google Slides, Google Docs, whatnot. But that was our first experience traveling a great distance to benefit a high school basketball program, and what a great experience it was. Some of our programs we offer when we teach team offense, team defense, special situations, coaches clinics, in person or via the internet or via Zoom, if you will. For coaches, we offer consulting, organizational products to make their coaching lives easier, ebooks. We have coaching clinics we present in person and also via Zoom, if you will, or other modes of electronic communication. Mentoring, both experienced and young coaches, coaching from all different levels of basketball coaching. Scouting, we'll have teams send us the opposition they would like us to look at, and we will scout them for our clients using Huddle or other programs. And we also, if it's close to us, where we're located, that is, we also perform in-person scouting. And our reviews on those endeavors have been outstanding. Leadership counseling. Leadership is a hot topic right now in all aspects in the business world and athletic world. Do we claim to know everything about everything? No, we don't. But two things I can assure you of are, if we don't know, we most certainly can find someone who does, who we trust and can present valid and reliable information. 2, leadership skills has been something I've studied for a vast majority of my career. Most of these things I've picked up from the coaches or teachers or professors whom I either played for or had in class. I do have a master's degree in athletic administration and coaching, and the only reason I bring that up is a large portion of the classwork was all in regards to leadership and program building and those things. So it was a fascinating experience. I'll be the first person to tell anyone that a degree is nothing more than a piece of paper that signifies you can follow instructions and do the homework and pass the test, everything. So I would never brag about any degree I have or anything like that. That's not my point. But my point is the instruction that I received from Concordia University in Irvine, California, to get that master's degree was an outstanding experience. And that's the only reason I bring that up. We offer a wide array of free content on our YouTube channel, and primarily, I would say most 90%, maybe more, has been that contact, or the content has been created by us. So it hasn't been copied and pasted or stolen, directly stolen, that is, from other people. Sure, I use ideas from the best basketball coaches at any level I get, but we'll always reference those people who we've learned it from. But when people work with us, one of the first things they communicate to us is they like the fact that we're presenting our content using us, using primarily our ideas, which obviously is a congregation of both the things that we know and things we've learned throughout our careers, both in the classroom and on the basketball court. I was very fortunate over 20 years ago to hold a position as a high school athletic director. And I'll tell you, that's an exceptional experience that will test your boundaries of your leadership skills. You're in charge of an entire athletic department. So my point in saying that is we do have a lot of experience in various aspects of not only coaching, but also in managing people, motivating people, not only players, but our assistants. When I was an AD, the other coaches who were in the athletic department, and so forth. I will give you the web or the YouTube channel address and our Facebook group address, and that'll give you a chance to see some of our content. One thing I do want to mention before we get further into this video is we are firm believers in that instruction with today's youth needs to have a certain quantitation of fun involved in it. And I know that can be construed in a lot of different ways. Now, does that mean that when we help young people with our individual lessons that it's all fun and giggles? No, absolutely not. But we have devised a system where we take instruction and then have added some competitive or game-like structures to that instruction to make it more enjoyable for kids. I mean, let's face it, people, kids have a lot of different options now than they did years ago. Social media, video gaming, etc., etc. So if kids do not want to be good at something, they're simply not going to. They've got a lot of different endeavors they can take on. They can go to Arby's or McDonald's and make $14 or $15 an hour plus a signing bonus. So understanding that, we know that we have to be very organized. Kids today cannot stand unstructured endeavors. We're organized. We teach with a great deal of specificity. We keep them moving. And not to sound bragocious, but today's high school kid or elementary or middle school kid can pick up really fast whether a person knows what they're doing or not. They kind of have a barometer for that built into their systems now. With that being said, you better know what you're talking about. And I can tell you with no reservations, we know what we're talking about when it comes to basketball, whether it's working with coaches or players. Lastly, the last thing I'd like to talk about in regards to products or services we offer coaches is I have a passion for helping coaches achieve upward mobility. That's a big animal. What does that mean? Well, that means I like to help coaches learn how to get an interview, how to write a proper resume and cover letter, how to create a proper professional looking coaching portfolio to take to those interviews. Getting the interview is not as easy as it once was. I take on those responsibilities and help coaches learn how to get the interview, how to control themselves, speak effectively, their organizational skills, how to bring out the best in what they are as a person, their teaching styles, and I help them learn how to communicate that effectively. I really enjoy that. That's, as I've said, a passion of mine. So we want to help coaches move up the coaching ladder, whether it's a freshman coach to a JV coach or a coach who wants to move up to the varsity assistant level. We take a lot of pride in helping coaches manage their upward mobility. Our free weekly newsletter is named in Ted's honor, and it's become fairly popular. It's going out now to around 5,000 coaches, I believe, 4,000 or 5,000, and it comes out every week. And all you need to do is email me, and I will add you to our subscribers list. And as I said, it comes out each week. It's completely free. It is sent via email. We do not send out other emails unless there's an error in the newsletter, and then I will send out an email notifying everybody that there's an error, which has only happened once. So I know when people say email, they think, oh man, I'm going to get a billion emails from this guy. Not the case. More than likely, unless there's something else going on where, again, there's been a mistake on the newsletter or something, you will receive one email from me, Matt, Adam, or Wayne a week, and all that is our newsletter. No spam, no BS, just our newsletter. I'll have my contact information and all the internet things we talked about, YouTube, Facebook. I'll have those for you in the next slide. For our players, individual and team development, fundamental skills training, we've talked about those things. We take a lot of pride in the work we do with young people. I know people always ask, well, where are you located? We have various gyms that we use, and we're working on obtaining permission to use more gyms, but those are things that we can talk about person to person or via email. Currently, our products are available by ordering directly through us, and our products are listed in what's called the Rust Shop, and that is posted on our Facebook page. We have a presentation that lists every product and service we offer. I've mentioned our YouTube channel. Our products are also available on our CoachTube page. We are currently in the process of finishing up our website. We have a website, and we're inputting our data, our materials, and that will be up sooner than later. And that right now is our biggest form of stress, is getting that website up. But here, not too long, all of our products will be able to be purchased directly through us via our website. The Rush Shop now operates on Venmo. We have not had any issues. If you are more comfortable purchasing our products through CoachTube, that's fine. Give our friends at RBS Activewear a shout the next time you're in need for swag, gear, equipment, signage, anything like that for your program. They are efficient, they are tremendous communicators, and I have no reservations in saying they have the online ordering process down to a science. They've mastered it. They are just as OCD as I am. You'll get an email each time they complete a screen up, or if they get their embroidery done, they'll send it to you via email and make sure it's exactly as you want. And then once everything's been okayed, they get to work and you'll get your stuff sooner than later. They are very efficient, very quick. They are tremendous communicators, and they take a lot of the stress involved in ordering athletic swag, uniforms, practice jerseys, camp t-shirts, what have you, out of the equation by being fantastic communicators. And on our next slide, I will provide the web address for RBS Activewear. We're going to move on now to our next slide, and we'll go through our products and talk a little bit more about the services we offer. Okay, so let's talk about some of our products and services we offer. And I can gladly send you this document. I'll have my contact information available at the end of this second slide here. But this goes over all of our services, products, our staff members, how we think we're different, testimonials, whatnot. But here's our ebooks, Teaching the Princeton Offense. We have a video that will be out soon in regards to the Princeton Offense. Our Special Situations package has been very popular. On the court coaching clinic videos, you know, we've got everybody from Dennis Hobson, John Tharp at Hillsdale, who is one of the best, if not the best, motion offense coach, pure motion, who we've seen. Brad Brownell, the head coach at Clemson. Tyson McLaughlin from Ottawa Glandorf High School, who is one of the best basketball coaches in the nation. Michael Huger from Bowling Green, Brooks Miller from Trine, Chris Jans when he was at BGSU, Bowling Green State University, Charlie Ernst from the University of Findlay, Greg Campy from Oakland University, Todd Kowalczyk from University of Toledo, Dave Boyce, Perrysburg High School, Jim Ruckey at Findlay, and they will both be in the Hall of Fame once they retire. Matt Painter from Purdue and Brad Brownell, both speaking at the same clinic. Harry Peretta from Villanova, from the girls' side, spread offense. And there's Dennis Hobson, the head coach at Lourdes University in Sylvania, Ohio. And again, I'm not going to read all of these to you. And again, I'll gleefully send you this document. Our organizational tools have been fairly popular. I think they'll become even more popular once our website is finally completed and we become more of a name in this market. As I said early in our first slide, we're new. Our newest product is a basketball coaching interview portfolio template. And you get two different types of templates here, a booklet style that you would print or an electronic or Google slide presentation. It comes with editing instructions. Again, this is not something that we have all the information added. I do list guides and ideas, but the template is formed in an organized manner. It shows you where you should copy and paste or add each element of your portfolio, your resume, your professional references, letter of reference section, etc., etc. I do have a couple guide videos here, and on all of our products, on these documents, we have our YouTube access links, or not YouTube, our Coach Tube, where all of our products are made available, where they can be purchased. It's one of the ways you can purchase our products. Off-season parent player summer basketball activities information presentation template. And so when you meet with your players and parents and talk about your summer expectations, this is a great way, an easy to read way to give to everybody, all involved, in a very organized manner. All the templates are created. You just simply have to add your information in. But I think most of the legwork is done for you. Postseason checklist. You know, me included, when I was coaching, once the season ended, I wanted to get through the minutia of postseason, get the uniforms turned in, get everything, all the paperwork, everything done. I wanted to get it done right the first time. And this is a guide or a template as to how we did that. Postseason individual player evaluation template. It's a great way for you to communicate, you as the coach, what your expectations are for each player in your program as you're beginning or entering into your off season. Summer basketball activity planner. Just a template is to keep you organized, get all your I's dotted and T's crossed, whatnot. Individual basketball plan, or an IBP template, is a great way to communicate to your players what you want them to do individually to become a better basketball player or a better student, or what they need to work on attitude-wise, or those types of intangibles. Individual postseason player evaluation and individual basketball plan template combination. So your individual postseason player evaluation basically is used to evaluate your players, their strengths, weaknesses, and then the IBP is where you specifically list the work, the drill work, all the fundamental skills that you want to see them get better at, and more importantly, how you want to see them get better at it. In and out of season scrimmage organizational template. You know, one of the things in coaching is when you attend scrimmages or you host scrimmages, you want them to be well organized and efficient. And this is a template or a checklist that makes sure your scrimmages or tournaments are just that, organized and efficient. Preseason checklist. You know, once you get into August or September, October, whenever it is that you start your preseason work, this is an all-inclusive template checklist to make sure, I mean, it's 50 pages long, to make sure all your I's are dotted and all your T's are crossed heading into the season. You want to hit the court running. And as I mentioned in slide number 1, players expect organization and they expect a highly structured environment. A complete practice planning package. So this is a series of templates that we used during different parts of our season: early season, mid-season, pre-game, the day before a game, practice plan template, post-practice evaluation template, and we beat the heck out of that thing. We wanted our practice sessions to be crisp, well organized, clean cut, and very efficient. In that template we used after each practice, made sure the next practice was going to be just as good as the previous practice. Individual player tryout evaluation template. So you're conducting your tryouts and you want to give each kid who is kept or cut written documentation of what your expectations are. For the underclassmen who are cut, this template provides them with information they need to know as to what your expectations are for them if they want to try out again for the following season. Media information request template. A coach can spend an entire planning period or an entire lunch period for a week getting all this information into the various media outlets. Don't let the small things bog you down. So am I saying it's a small thing? No, but does it directly correlate with you making your team better? Well, not really, but it's a lot of work. This template gives you one media request form to complete, to send out to all your news or media networks and get it done once and not have to mess with it again. So that's a critical time saver in a critical time, the beginning of your season. Parent Information Night presentation, what we call our PIN template. So you've got your roster established, and this is the presentation that you will give to everybody involved, players and parents, and it's all inclusive. What the coaching staff's expectations are, it goes from everything from your expectations as the coach to uniform care. It's all there, and in an easy to understand, easy to read format. It's a Google Doc template, and most of the legwork is done for you. You just simply need to add the information in or have an assistant or whoever do that for you, but it sure does shave a lot of time off of creating one of those. First game of the season checklist. Man, is that important. This makes sure you've got all your I's dotted and T's crossed for your first regular season game. Game grade template. We graded our players' performances and our team performance after each game and then posted it the following morning in our locker room. And that's a useful template. Game planning and scouting report template combined to save time without cutting corners. This was a huge time saver for us. You go out and scout, or you sit at your desk and scout via Huddle or another video source of scouting, and you can get your game planning and scouting done in one shot. January through August, blank calendar templates. So instead of having to download them or find some that are free, that are hard, in my estimation, hard to edit, we've got them here for you at a very reasonable price, $5. The dates are all on each box per se on the calendar. So all that work's done for you. Great template. Here's ordering information. Again, you can order directly through us, which right now, at this present time, on June the 13th, 2023, we are operating through Venmo. We have not had any issues. Or through CoachTube. And there's our CoachTube address. There's our Venmo address. And again, our website will be done in a short matter of time. Our sponsor, RBS Activewear, who has the online ordering process down to a science. And they take so much of the stress of ordering online out of the equation. There's their communication or their contact communication information, template editing instructions, and then testimonials from our clients who have sent us testimonials. I won't waste your time reading those to you. Again, if you would like this document, I would certainly send it to you via email. Over here's our Facebook group page, and we have a lot of interesting basketball or leadership information posted. Here's a question someone had sent us, and I created a short video presentation for that person who asked the question. There's another sideline out of bounds, special situations, whatnot. Over here is our YouTube channel, and we have a lot of videos, and these are all free. So you can see we've got a ton of videos here, presentations, legend of the game. We do player profiles to help players get noticed. This is Coach Steve Platt from Huntington College in Indiana, his legend of the game presentation. We attended the Findlay University team camp last week, and there's a quick video on it. More X's and O's. There's well over an hour's worth of unconventional ball handling and shooting drills. Here's a free over an hour's length video on blocker mover offense, a marker board clinic I created. And I don't want to mislead anybody. We are very good at teaching blocker mover. That was the offense I taught for the majority of my coaching career, was blocker mover in Princeton. But we answer a lot of questions or help a lot of coaches with a multitude of different types of offenses, motion offenses, even flex. Set plays is another big topic, a big item that we think we have a really good system as to how we teach players how to execute set plays or entries, or however you communicate that to your players. So again, if you would like any of these documents sent to you, all you've got to do is email me at derek.sheridan, Derek Sheridan 44 @gmail.com. You know, if you'd like to subscribe to our YouTube channel, man, we would sure appreciate that. That helps us tremendously grow our coaching network. And if you'd like to join our Facebook group, if you're a Facebooker, I wasn't until I got involved in this, and now I've found it to be a vital resource for getting our name out there and showing some of our products. Then you can join that Facebook group, Rustbelt Basketball Coaches Network on Facebook. Hey, I sure appreciate your attention. And if you have any questions, send me an email. My cell number is 740-572-6733. Text or call, and I'll help you out any way I can. Hey, thanks again for your attention. God bless, and have a great rest of your week.